Generation X is screwed, financially speaking. Generation X is defined for people who were born between the years of 1965 and 1980, which means they're currently ages 41 to 56. That means they are between 9 and 24 years away from retirement, and their financial situation does not look good. In an article on Yahoo Finance, Carrie Hannon lays out the harsh reality of what many in Generation X find themselves in today. And if you're not in Gen X, pay attention because you can learn from their mistakes. And if you are in Gen X, definitely pay attention because I'm going to give you a step that you can take today that will put you on a better path to a better future. So the average Gen X household currently has $40,000 in retirement savings, but that's the average, which means high income households or those who have managed to save a lot, their large balances skew that average up. In reality, the median, meaning the number where half are below that number and half are above, the median household savings is only $10,000. That means half of Gen X households have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. If that sounds terrible, it is. It is very terrible. So why does Gen X find itself in this horrible situation? Well, first and foremost, Gen X is the first generation to grow up and start a career in an environment where work-provided pensions are pretty much no longer existent. If you work in the private sector, it's highly unlikely that you're getting a pension. So this means Gen X is the first generation where their retirement savings are largely self-directed. They have to be proactive to make this happen. They can't just rely on their company to just do this in the background and then when they retire, they're all taken care of. So they need to actually be proactive and direct it themselves. And frankly, many of them are not doing a great job. So what retirement plans are available to those in Gen X and anyone else for that matter? Well, a lot of companies provide a 401k where you put in so much of your paycheck and then they'll do some sort of match typically. However, for those in Gen X, only 55% of them have a work-sponsored 401k option available to them. And of the ones who do have the option, many of them are not contributing. They haven't set it up. They're not making it happen. The remaining 45% who don't have a work-sponsored 401k, they're out of luck on that. However, today we're going to talk about a retirement savings tool that is available to everyone. And whether you're already currently contributing to a 401k or you don't have a 401k, everybody should set this up. And what it is, it's a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is an account where you can contribute money into it with after-tax money from your paycheck, and it will grow because it's invested over time. And when you withdraw the money after you retire, that money is not taxed, meaning the principal that you put in is not taxed and all of the money that it earns is not taxed. This is a super powerful tool that is available to everyone, and everyone should be taking advantage of this. And you need to set one up today. Now you may be thinking to yourself, oh, I don't have any money extra left over out of my paycheck. I just don't have any money to put into retirement savings. Well, if you don't have any money today, imagine how much money you're going to have when you retire and you don't have any money. So you need to make money. You need to make it happen. You need to get the money going into the Roth IRA today. So another objection you may have is you may be thinking, oh, it's too late. I'm too old. There's not enough time until now between now and when I retire. Or you may be thinking, I can only contribute a couple $100. How much difference is a couple $100 a month going to make? Well, today we're going to talk about some specific examples to show you how much even small amounts can grow over time. Now we're going to start with the very oldest member of the Gen X generation. They're 56 years old. They retire in 9 years. Okay, so today the contribution limits for a Roth IRA are $7,500 per year for those who are over 50 and $6,500 a year for those who are under 50. So if you're 56 and you're going to be retiring in 9 years, you can today start contributing up to $7,500 per year into your Roth IRA. $7,500 a year works out to $625 per month on average. If you are 56 years old and you start today setting aside $625 per month for the next 9 years until you retire at age 65, how much will that money be worth? Now you're probably thinking, $625, that's not going to grow that much. It's not going to be that great. Well, if you invested in the stock market, mutual funds, index funds, something where your money is being spread across many companies, then a conservative estimate is on average, we're going to say 7% return per year. After 9 years contributing $625 per month, you will have $92,681. Now you may be thinking to yourself, $92,000? How is that going to get me through retirement? Well, it's not, but it's the first step, and it's something you can do today. You can set up the Roth IRA today and start contributing every month, because when you retire, $92,000, yeah, it's not going to save you. It's not going to be a full retirement, but it's definitely going to be better than zero. Okay, so let's go to the other extreme. You're 41 years old and you want to begin contributing to a Roth IRA. Because you're under 50, the contribution limits are $6,500 per year. So if you contribute $6,500 per year for the 9 years until you reach age 50, again, assuming a rate of return of 7%, at the end of those 9 years, when you turn 50, the balance in that account will be $80,373. At the age of 50, you will have $80,373. At that point, you can then begin contributing $7,500 a year. If you do that for the next 15 years, that $80,000 will grow to a balance of $416,192. Now, is that going to be a full retirement? Most likely not. However, when you turn 65 and you have $416,000 in the bank, you will be so glad you did. You will be so glad you started saving earlier, because then it gives that money time to grow. So the key takeaways here are: 1, you have got to set up a Roth IRA. That is critical, and you can do that today. You can start setting aside money in it today, and you can do that whether you have a 401k option at work or not. This is available to everyone. And the second key is you got to start with what you can do. If you can only contribute $100 a month, start with that, and then over time increase it to $100, $200. Keep going until you get up to that max, so that you are maxing out that Roth IRA every single year. The third takeaway is make sure you're investing those contributions into diversified funds, whether it be diversified mutual funds or index funds. To learn more about those, search on YouTube. There's endless videos. The fourth takeaway is no, this single step is not going to solve your retirement puzzle, but it is the first step. It is the first piece, and you can do it today. So get started today and make it happen.